Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vivian and I'm the founder of Vibe with Viv Relationship Coaching. That stands for Vision, Inspiration, Belief, and Empowerment. And what I do is I help you heal from unhealthy and toxic relationships. That's right. So if this is you, welcome. I'm so glad you're on my channel today. And today what we're going to be talking about are the six reasons why you are still in your unhealthy and toxic relationship and what is keeping you there. So we're going to jump right in and start with the first one, and that is fear of the unknown. So now I've worked with multiple clients and multiple women who have been in toxic and unhealthy relationships. And the number one reason that will sometimes keep them in that relationship and something that may be keeping you in your unhealthy and toxic relationship is the fear of the unknown. Maybe you're afraid that you're not sure what will happen if you leave that relationship. Will you meet someone else? What will your life look like? Maybe it's fear that if you stay in that relationship, this person will actually change. He will change, and then you would have missed out on the opportunity of being with this person. Maybe it's fear that your kids may grow up without the dad figure in their life. So now you're afraid to take the step to leave out of that relationship. So that fear of the unknown or the fear of what people will say, if you leave that relationship will keep you stuck, and have seen that keep people stuck in relationships. So the first thing is that fear of the unknown. Do you have fear of the unknown? Is that keeping you stuck in your relationship? Because that's a real thing and it can definitely keep you stuck if it is not addressed. Now, the second thing that'll keep you stuck in an unhealthy relationship is codependency. Now, codependency happens when we are seeking our partner, or we're in a relationship where our partner fulfills our needs. So you may be in an unhealthy and toxic relationship right now. And yes, there are parts that are not good, but there are also certain parts of the relationship that are good. Now you hold on to that little piece that you get from your partner, whether that's them validating some of your words, maybe whether that's the financial support you get from them, maybe that's the emotional, the physical intimacy you get from them. So because you some of these things from your partner, you hold on to that piece of the relationship because that's what you get from the relationship. So even though a lot of parts of the relationship is bad, you hold on to the little piece that is good, and you are dependent on that piece, whether that's financially, emotionally, whether that's intimacy that you get from that person. You hold on to that piece because you like that, even though everything else is bad. So because of codependency and you relying on your partner to fulfill some of your needs, you will stay in an unhealthy and toxic relationship. And now another thing that will keep you stuck is holding on to the idea of false hope. So I see this happen a lot in a lot of the women who I've worked with, and a lot of women, and I've experienced this before in my past too, is that we hold on to this idea that this person will change. We hold on to this false hope. To us, we think it's real. You may think that hope is real, but realistically, it's false hope. And I'm sorry to say that it may shatter some of your hope that you do have, but you have to be real with yourself and real with the situation you're in. You are more than likely holding on to a false hope if you've been waiting for this person's pattern to change and you're not seeing any change. So holding on to false hope will keep you stuck in an unhealthy relationship. And then another thing that'll keep you stuck in an unhealthy relationship is trauma bond. So with trauma bond, what we see happen is that there will be positive and negative reinforcement throughout that relationship. So positive reinforcement may look like your partner finally recognizing your feelings, maybe making time for you guys to spend time together, maybe coming to see you, maybe creating a quality time, maybe finally showing up for an event that you've been wanting them to show up for, maybe finally showering you with some gifts that you've been wanting. So they will do a positive reinforcement, but as soon as that positive act is done, they will revert back to their old ways where they're not being emotionally available. They're distant from you. They will kind of cut ties with you or ghost you for a little while or just be silent from you for a little while and go their own way. So then there's a positive reinforcement and a negative reinforcement. So that cycle continues. And what that does to you psychologically is that your mind is being trained to accept that as the norm. So now when you accept that as the norm, you're now in a trauma bond, and that trauma bond will keep you stuck in that relationship within that cycle, thinking that it'll change with those positive reinforcement happening once in a while. And you think that it's now your norm, and then you get stuck. So trauma bond will keep you in an unhealthy and toxic relationship because that cycle continues and you don't know how to break that cycle. And another thing that'll keep you stuck is fear of failing. Failing is a big thing that I see happen in a lot of clients who are go-getters, who know what they want. Maybe they're career driven, and you may be career driven, and you may be, doing so well in other areas of your life. And for some reason, the relationship piece of things is not going well. And now because you are afraid of failing in your relationship, you don't want to seem like you gave up or you failed. You will stay in that relationship anticipating, hoping again, that false hope that things will change. But because of that fear of failing, you will stay in an unhealthy and toxic relationship. Now, another thing that will keep you stuck in an unhealthy relationship is the fear of starting over. So many times I see this happen. You may be experiencing this right now where you don't want to feel like you've lost it all. You don't want to feel like you invested so much of your time into that relationship, sacrifice some things in that relationship, and now it feels like you giving up that relationship is you losing pieces of you, losing your purpose or losing what you invested into that man, into that relationship. So the fear of losing it all is very detrimental, and it will keep you stuck in a relationship. So those are just some 6 things that I just listed off that can keep you stuck in a relationship. Let me know if any of those resonate with you. Those things are real. And the truth is that we can tackle each and every one of those things if you are ready. The hardest part with making a decision of whether to stay in an unhealthy and toxic relationship is knowing that you can address these things for yourself and can overcome it. Fear will keep you stuck, but we have to address the fear that you are feeling right now in order to get you to the place that you know you deserve to be in. So those are some 6 things. Let me know your thoughts. What are some other things that may keep you stuck in a toxic and unhealthy relationship? Comment below, and if you like this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe, and don't forget to share the video. Until next time, that's Vibe with Viv.